appeal to you, lions, you who have your sight.
Sight is a gift that most people take for granted. No one values vision more than one who has lost it.
I'm very sad.
No one cherishes sight more than one who has lost it and regained it.
I feel like I was reborn.
And no one organization has done more for preserving sight than Lions Clubs International.
Through Sightfirst, we have become indispensable as experts and leaders. Our greatest asset, 1.4 million committed lions, cannot be duplicated. We have a responsibility to the world which looks to lions for leadership in the fight against blindness.
For millions threatened with blindness, the future hinges on Lions' resolve to continue the forward momentum of Sightfirst and triumph over the major causes of blindness. Lions' response is Campaign Sightfirst II. Since 1990, Sightfirst has saved or restored the vision of 24 million people in 188 countries.
When you look at the success of Sightfirst, you cannot help but be proud as a lion at the accomplishments that we have made around the world.
Sightfirst is one of the most effective and cost-efficient public health projects the world has ever seen.
The hospitals we build with Sightfirst funds, the healthcare workers we train, and the education systems we put in place will all continue to protect sight in their communities long after the grant money has been spent.
When Sightfirst began, Lions targeted the major causes of avoidable blindness. We fought cataract, river blindness, trachoma, and diabetic eye disease with astonishing results. Sightfirst's approach has been extremely effective in combating cataract. Since 1990, Lions have restored vision to almost 5 million people.
I'm very happy to get back my eyesight. I can see clearly just like my younger days. God bless the Lions for the noble work they are doing.
Through Campaign Sightfirst II, Lions will continue to establish, update, and equip Sightfirst eye hospitals.
The Lions of this country are very keen in raising funds for the Campaign Sightfirst II, which in turn will help us to continue the Sightfirst program for the next decade.
In places like India, Lions help screen hundreds of people in just a few hours. Cataract patients are transported back to the Sightfirst Eye Hospital, where they receive excellent care and surgery at reduced cost, and at times free of charge. Sightfirst's emphasis on outreach and training results in more surgeries being performed and more blindness cured.
I'm happy to be able to work again and play with my granddaughter. Being able to see again is a miracle.
Lions' expertise is indispensable, especially in places like India and China, which have the world's largest backlog of untreated cataract cases.
I'm very proud because the World Health Organization formally announced that Sightfirst China Action would be a model for developing countries in preventing and curing blindness.
In China, Sightfirst can help a person see again for as little as $20 US.
Many thanks for providing the cataract operation and enabling me to see the light.
Because of Sightfirst, lions stand on the threshold of actually eradicating a sight-robbing scourge from an entire region of the world. Within the next 5 years, it is possible that river blindness will no longer exist in Latin America. This painful parasitic disease, spread through the bite of a tiny black fly or mosquito, threatens 100 million people in equatorial regions and once blinded millions.
I lost my vision as a young woman, and I'm sad that I have not seen my daughter's face since she was a child.
Lions and our partners, the Carter Center and Merck, together with national ministries of health, educate at-risk communities about this disease.
¿Van a tomar la pastilla?
For less than $1, we provide a person with Mectizan, a drug donated by Merck which prevents river blindness.
We are serving the people who need it most, the poor and underserved populations living in rural mountain areas where doctors don't normally arrive. It has helped them a lot.
I want to thank the people who bring us the medicine.
Freeing their neighbors from the threat of river blindness is a source of great pride for lions in Central America.
The worst thing that can happen is to interrupt, to stop all the problems that we already have been doing with a lot of success. It's impossible to break down those successes. We have to keep going to our goal.
Lions will also play a leading role in controlling river blindness in Africa by 2020. In Africa, Sightfirst also fights trachoma, a bacterial infection that affects millions who live in communities plagued by extreme poverty, overcrowding, poor hygiene, and polluted water.
Our children are always getting sick because we are not getting enough water or clean water.
After repeated infections, the eyelashes turn inward and rub against the cornea, leading to scarring and eventually blindness. Through campaign Sightfirst II, Lions will continue to make great strides against trachoma. Pfizer donates the antibiotics needed, and Sightfirst provides surgery and education. Lions also improve access to clean water. The fastest growing cause of blindness in most developed countries is diabetic retinopathy, a diabetes-related eye disease. Lions' response is LEAP, Lions Eye Health Program. LEAP's public awareness campaign aims to save sight through early detection and timely treatment of diabetic eye disease and glaucoma. Vision screening has been a valuable addition to the program.
You're having an opportunity to help your friends and your neighbors, the folks who live in your community. It's a great program.
Campaign Sightfirst II will establish new clinics specializing in treatment of diabetic eye disease and other age-related eye conditions to address the worldwide rise in diabetes. The expanding and aging population means millions more are at risk of losing their vision. Experts predict that without further action, the number of blind could double by 2020. By riding our wave of success, Lions will be in good position to fight the oncoming challenges. These issues are not new to Lions. Local Lion activities have addressed them for decades. But local action is not enough. We need to use the international strength of our association to turn the tide against these sight-robbing conditions. We can do that through campaign Sightfirst II. Around the world, millions of children and adults are nearsighted or farsighted but don't have access to an eye exam or glasses. Because they can't see clearly, many adults have difficulty working, and many children struggle in school.
I'm a seamstress. I sew school uniforms to support my family. I'm having a lot of trouble because it's difficult to see the needle and thread.
Estela Gonzalez.
I've come today because the Lions are giving free eye exams and glasses.
We are making a difference to many people's lives every day, every time we do this. That's why we like to do it.
Campaign Sightfirst II will expand our successful eyeglass distribution programs to help people live more productive and fulfilling lives.
We who live in countries that are very prosperous, we think nothing of just a pair of glasses. We can make miracles happen in their lives with just the things that we throw away.
I'm very thankful that the Lions have given me these glasses. It will help me provide a better life for my family.
Half of the world's visually impaired children live in Asia. With the help of local Lion volunteers, millions of children are screened for vision problems.
I think we should care for not only the adults, but also the kids, because they are the future of our world, and giving these services at a young age is absolutely priceless.
Some vision loss requires more than a pair of glasses.
It was terrible not to be able to read the mail. Every day I could go out the mailbox and get the mail, and I just held this pile of papers and I had no idea what they said.
Low vision affects 124 million people, yet only 5% receive the help they need.
2.25
and then equals
4.5.
Campaign Sightfirst II will help bring low vision rehabilitation to the forefront by training low vision specialists and creating Lions low vision clinics and resource centers where no services exist today.
What's different about the rehab approach is it's a head, heart, and eye approach. It's educating. It's coming up with the tools to maximize vision, and it's also trying to lift and tickle human spirit.
By reaching its goal of $150 million and then raising an additional $50 million to reach the $200 million challenge goal, Campaign Sightfirst II will make it possible to pioneer new frontiers in eye health research and services. A wide variety of assistive devices and adaptive technology exists to aid the blind and visually impaired. Yet only 1 in 10 blind people receive even basic rehabilitation.
90% of people who are labeled blind have some useful vision, and we are developing technology to help those people use the vision that they have left.
By sponsoring selected research efforts, Campaign Sightfirst II can advance treatment, education, patient care, and technology, or even yield the essential breakthrough needed to conquer a dreaded cause of blindness.
The good news about the future is that there is a very, very full pipeline of new treatments for the commonest blinding diseases.
And with support from Campaign Sightfirst II, Lions will expand one of our most effective programs, Opening Eyes, with Special Olympics.
An athlete can walk into one of these opening eye screenings with a very serious vision impairment, and within 2 hours, with the help of volunteer doctors, can walk out with a brand new life paradigm. Lions own that change.
This is my way of paying back the rent for this little spot I have on this earth. If the Lions all walked away and didn't do what we do, who would do it? To give a child or an adult a chance to see again, what more can you ask for?
If we can help one more child reach her potential, if we can help one more community stay healthy and flourish, if we can help one more person live with dignity and independence, we will have made a difference in the world.
We have truly made a difference and truly made a better world. That is what Lionism is all about. We serve and we give hope to the future.
Lions have never failed to rise to the occasion. We have always met the challenges that have been set before us.
We have the opportunity to now, in Campaign Sightfirst II, to finish the job that we started.
Through Campaign Sightfirst II, we can do so much more.
as many as 37 million people could be saved from blindness in the next 15 years.
Every lion has to participate. As Mother Teresa says, charity begins at home. Give till it hurts you. And I think the duty now for you to contribute your share so as to enable us to collect 150 million or the extended goal of 200 million.
I would ask that Lions look into their hearts and into their financial abilities and do their best for those we hope to serve. I know that Lions always do their best. That is what we ask in Campaign Sightfirst II. No more, no less.
With the commitment of each and every lion around the world, we will reach our goals of preserving sight, empowering communities, and lifting the human spirit.